Welcome back to EPG. I'm Greg, your host. Today we're going to talk about another one of the life lessons that I learned in my travels. This one came to me when I was in Belgrade, Serbia, and I was hanging out at a hostel there. And it was kind of different because there were a lot of people closer to my age, older, not the usual teen or early 20s backpackers that I usually hang around with. So we were all just vibing in the lounge area. There was this beautiful kind of mid-40s Chinese lady. She just divorced her husband, who was incredibly abusive, beat her and things like that. She decided that she was going to travel the world for a little bit and then go home and start a business. There was a young man, mid-20s, and he came from the outskirts of Belgrade, and he was a rapper. So he came to try to work at some of the rap battles in Belgrade. He spoke Serbian, he spoke Montenegrin, he spoke Croatian, he spoke a lot of the languages there, English, German, and he could rap in all of them too, which is very amazing. There was another gentleman. He, for definition purposes, he was a skinhead from Sweden, and by skinhead I mean that he shaved his hair very closely, and he also had a swastika tattoo on his ring finger. But it wasn't the kind of co-opted Nazi swastika where the way it was done for the Nazis was to represent the wheel of death. The way it was done for Buddhists and the one that he had on his ring finger was done for the wheel of life. So we were all just there vibing, talking, drinking, and just having a good time. And the Chinese lady kind of took a pause and said something very profound. And it was that it is personality and not nationality that determines how well people get along. And it hit me especially hard because it was like, yeah, we're all just people. We all just, have our own fears and doubts and hopes and dreams and all that. And yeah, if you're cool and other people are cool, there's no reason why you all can't be cool together. And so when she said this, it was like on cue, where an uncool person came into the conversation. And it was a lady that worked at this hostel, and she did not like me from the very beginning because she was the one who checked me in, and she saw my passport and saw that I was American. And she thought I was a spy. No joke. And she kept asking me if I was reporting her movements back to President Trump, which was very weird. So anyway, she came into the lounge area where we were all hanging out, and she kind of went around the room just insulting everybody. I mean, she called the Chinese lady a money-grubbing whore, like all the other people from China. She used very derogatory names for the Serbian rapper because he was rapping in Montenegrin at the time. So she thought, he was from Montenegro. Lots of slurs against gay people, even though I don't think the guy was gay, but whatever. Skipped the skinhead, didn't really say anything to him, but then it got to me and she let me have it. She used lots of derogatory names for Americans and the people that she said ran the government and the media. I think you know what she was talking about. But yeah, and then at that point she went behind the bar and pulled out a knife and then started waving it in front of my face. Like she was going to stab me. So this lady was crazy. So anyway, everybody in the whole room came to my aid, said for her to shut up, that she doesn't know what she's talking about, and that she should just leave because she's not wanted there. And after, a couple minutes of that, she finally got the hint, put the knife down, and then walked away. And there was a Serbian young lady that came over and then kind of cradled my head to her chest as she was apologizing profusely about somebody from her country talking so meanly towards me about my country and who I am, and really didn't give kind of any. She didn't take the time to figure out or learn who I was. She just made instantaneous judgments. And so when I was there with my head against this lady's chest, I was thinking, yeah, it really is personality and not nationality, which determines, how well people get along. And it's not just internationally, people of different countries and all that. It's even right here at home. Everybody, as I said before, has dreams and fears and hopes. And yeah, it's just, we're all people. And it took traveling the world to help me, further realize that. So hopefully you take a little something away from this video. I want to thank you very much for your time, and get out there.